Good time of day, guys. My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi When They Cry, Ch.1 Onikakushi. Last episode, we learned more about the dismemberment case, and then played fucking zombie tag, and Keiichi got fucked. So, yeah. Now I don't know what'll happen next. I don't know how long it'll be until, freaky shit starts happening. Well, depends on whether you'd say freaky shit has already happened, but yeah, I mean more like the fucking big freaky shit rather than the little freaky shit. There's one moment in particular that, will probably happen relatively soon, I'm thinking? I don't know. Maybe within the next 2 or 3 episodes. It depends on, like, exactly how long these chapters were compared to the anime, so yeah. I would assume that this chapter is shorter than the first chapter of Umineko, because if I remember correctly, the anime adaptation of Umineko's first chapter was like 6 episodes, and this one was 4, I think, so yeah. Either way, there was one other thing I was going to say. I forgot what it fucking was, though, so that's awesome. Hopefully I'll remember as we continue onward, so yeah, let's get to it. After arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I had agreed to meet with Rena to dig Colonel Randy out of that mountain of treasure from before. Mom, do we have work gloves? I need towels, too. Aren't they in the shed out back? The towels are by the sink. Alright, now I was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared quizzically. What's going on, Keiichi? Where are you headed to in that getup? If they come to dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely and it'll be impossible to dig him out. And if that happens, Rena will undoubtedly go after the Colonel Randy in front of the fried chicken place in town. A bit of excavating, so my classmate doesn't become a criminal. Well, don't be out too late. Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression still on her face. Alrighty. Cutting through the woods as a shortcut to the dam site, I ran into someone. Oh, hello, man. It was Tomitake-san. Probably taking pictures of wild birds again with that precious camera of his. Gonna be that all he took pictures of was handsome young men in the twilight. Hey, long time no see. Keiichi-kun, right? My due regards. I expelled the rude imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything. By the way, was that girl an acquaintance of yours? He was probably talking about Rena, guessing by the way Tomitake-san was shaken up. What was that all about? She was walking around with a bared hatchet, and she was laughing with a huge smile across her face. That was Rena, without a doubt. I expect that she was grinning in anticipation of taking Colonel Randy home. I hid myself because I thought it might be dangerous. Should I call the cops to be safe? Well, it certainly would be quite the spectacle for a girl of her age to be roaming around with a hatchet. Tomitake-san's reaction was the epitome of logical. It's fine, it's fine. Just leave her be. She's just wandering around looking for more victims. Tomitake-san was alarmed by my crass response. Well, it's probably hard for normal people to understand Rena. I'll just toss out a bunch of baloney. If you were to be killed out here, she'd probably be the one to do it. Try not to snoop too much around here. With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dam site where Rena was waiting. Before I got too far, Tomitake-san abruptly called out to me. Keiichi-kun, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but I'll try my best to be careful. Leaving only those words behind, Tomitake-san turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. It was only meant to be a joke, but it felt like I'd said something bad. Alrighty. Going across the fucking Silvergate Bridge. Alright, cool.
Keiichi-kun! I was waiting for you. Let's try our best today.
I understood what Tomitake-san was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting about while waving a hatchet around certainly would seem dangerous. You should put a cover on that hatchet when you have it in public. It's not good to carry it around in the open like that.
Seems that I lost it, so there isn't one.
Thinking about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everyone in Hinamizawa probably already knew about Rena's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who could carry a hatchet around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious. Ah, well, let's finish this today. If we bust through this last beam, we should be able to pull him out. I've got everything I need. Leave it to me.
Okay.
I took the hatchet from Rena and made my way up the unstable slope.
Just wait, Colonel Randy. Keiichi-kun will save you.
Alright, get back. I'll finish this in one go! A solid thwack rang throughout Hinamizawa, as if the day was being I can't read at all. The word day isn't even there. As if the job was being done by a lumberjack.
How is it? Think you can do it? If it looks too hard, you don't have to strain yourself.
If I can break through this, then we'll be good. I have plenty of power today. I can do it! But this adversary was more formidable than I expected. First of all, I never used a hatchet before. During a school camping trip, I had wanted to split the wood, but I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Because the spot where I was standing was so unstable, I soon became tired and decided to take a break. Rena had already spread out a tarp and laid down some tea and sweets. I'm fine. I'm almost there. I'll make sure Rena can give Colonel Randy a goodnight kiss tonight.
Yeah, thanks. Giving Colonel Randy a goodnight kiss.
Come to think of it, Rena, you're a transfer student too, right? Where did you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I had thought she'd lived here all her life.
In Kanto. It wasn't as rural as it is out here, but it was still out in the countryside.
Where in Kanto? Why'd you move here? To Hinamizawa, I mean. You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies.
Why did you move here? Does it have to be with your... Does it have to do with your dad's work?
Dad said he wanted to relocate his studio. He'd been saying for a while that somewhere deep in the mountains like this would be perfect.
Studio? Is your father an artist or something?
He paints scenery. It seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for the stuff he does. When he started, his works were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in the Makuhari Messe. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibition Hall.
That's amazing! Let me see them next time.
I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers.
But you transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you? Wasn't that a hassle?
Not really. I was getting bored of the city anyway. I was trying to get answers from Rena, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. With a bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the hatchet and headed back to worksite. Alright. You'll be freed soon, chicken mascot! The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song as if to tell me to stop and head home for today. Man, this game really wants you to know that Higurashi means cicada. Just a bit more. Today, I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Rena as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. Hoo-yah! You little... Damn it! I had swung the hatchet countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. I recalled that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Okay, sorry. That's good foreshadowing, though. I don't think that happens in this arc, but yeah, that's some foreshadowing, I believe, unless that was an OVA. I don't think it was. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people, ever. Unless you're playing Minecraft. With one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I put behind the hatchet not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulder as well. The arm came off with a sickening sound. It clattered down noisily, stopping at my feet. Oops, you killed him.
Oh, what's the matter? Are you hurt?
Sorry. The figure's arm, I broke it off.
Oh, that's all? I thought Keiichi-kun hurt himself.
I probably had a really guilty look on my face. Rena said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled.
We just need to tape it back on and put a coat over him. Nobody will even notice.
I see. Let's pull him out then. Can you get that side?
Okay.
They still haven't found one of the arms. I laughed dryly at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down and rolling to my feet to be such a bad omen. Both Rena and Mion knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended that they didn't know. I had looked it up all by myself, and shamefully enough, I was scared. You're pathetic, Keiichi Maebara! Alright, Rena, let's do this in one go! Ready, and...
Whoa! We did it! We did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay!
The right time to give 3 cheers. That moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth to meet his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back with one less arm. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Randy. Your new master is a pretty decent person.
Colonel Randy, he really is cute.
It didn't matter that he was dirty. Rena nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was dead tired, but seeing Rena's happy face made it all worth it. I'll help you carry it back. It'd be bad if it gets dark.
Yeah, right. I really want to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget this.
I'll think real hard about how you can repay me.
Whoa. I wonder what kind of repayment. I wonder?
For now, I just hold back my evil cackle. Yeah, you sure will hold it back for hopefully a while yet longer. We were ready to take it to her house, but we couldn't go like this. We rolled the statue up in the tarp and lifted him. And so Jack and Jill went down the hill, carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed hatchet. Yeah, that's not weird at all. I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomatake-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. Okay. Is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Tomatake-san, unable to grasp my sense of humor, had left behind. Oh, okay. I was like, why game freeze? Okay. Alright. Colonel Randy is freed from his what kind of name is Rena? Okay. That's not an uncommon name, is it? Well, it's probably uncommon, but it's not, like, abnormal, is it? Not any worse than, like, someone being named, like, I don't know, Ramon in America. Alright, let's read it then. What kind of name is Rena?
Rena's not here. Do you know where she is, Keiichi?
Huh? She was just there, actually. Hey, Mion, where did Rena go? Rena? Didn't she go to the washroom? She did say that she's been having bowel troubles lately. Good one. I hadn't heard anything about that.
Satoko, do you know where Rena went?
Rena-san, you say? I just passed her in the hallway. Rena-san has class duties today, so she's off to water the flower bed.
Ah, it was Rena's turn for class duty. Sounds like a drag. Rena. Upon hearing it repeated, a thought came to mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it was a weird name. It was like some foreigner's name. Is it really? What kind of name is Rena, I wonder? What kind of kanji does her name use?
Rena is her nickname. She has a proper name as well.
Oh, they're gonna say that now? Okay. I did know. I do remember that her real name is Rena, right? Like, it's the same thing, but there's an I in between the E and the N, I think. What? Really? I was sure that Rena Ryugu was her actual name.
Well, I can understand you making that mistake since we only call her Rena-san.
She even signs her name as Rena. It's like her real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Satoko and Rika-chan looked at each other.
You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is.
I think it's a sensitive subject for her, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I was right.
It's the Rei from Ore and the Na from Nara. Her real name is Rena Ryugu.
Rena, is it? So it's read out as Rena instead of Rena? That's pretty interesting reading.
No, that's not it. Rena is the correct way.
Rena-san had told us that she wanted us to call her Rena, so we call her Rena-san.
Kei-chan, Rena is Rena, you know? Only strangers call her Rena. You get where this is going? I understood what Mion was saying. Didn't matter what her real name was, only what names we used between us. Rena Ryugu is Rena. She's nobody other than that. So I was thinking, if I had a nickname, would you call me by that? I mean, they already just call you K, right? If it's good, so what do you want to be called? Con Man. And then, okay. Oh, okay, it's not completely over. Rena then came back into the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Rena people were looking for her.
What's this now? Who's looking for me, I wonder?
Seeing that, both Mion and I sneered. Oh, Bailiff, Ryugu doth show herself. Con man, you're quite sinister. I did not laugh properly there at all.
What is this? Keiichi-kun and Mii-chan are an evil bailiff and a con man?
Damn you, Renanosuke, okay. Renanosuke Ryugu! Today doth be when thou meetest thy maker. Have at thee!
Suki-san, Kaku-san, shut him what for?
Is this, what? Well, what, they're playing a lot? I don't know what's going on.
Aye aye, sir!
I expect my fee to be paid to my Swiss bank account.
Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll just have a grand battle with 5 people. Rena's fierce punches exploded just as soon as she had shown her seal. The evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished in the end. I do hope that Rena does go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Parliament first? Spare me. I'll get cute stuff for you on my travels. The toll of the bell signaled that break time was over.
Come on, Keiichi-kun, Mii-chan, the teacher's coming.
I took Rena's hand and stood up. It was just as the teacher had entered the classroom. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. Gotta buckle down for one more. Okay. So that was just a bit at the end, huh? Alright, cool. Continue then. I didn't realize that they would reveal that it's not her real name. Yeah, my brain not work, you know. How was it, Kei-chan?
So you went to Renaissance house. Wasn't it amazing?
It's nothing like that, right? Right?
Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. There, it was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. Okay. They were all the same as Colonel Randy, stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Lil Licky. The Todalmon in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. Okay. I'll agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one?
But, so cute.
She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So it's the bigger the better, just as long as it's big.
And her room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before.
And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement.
Yep, I'll keep anything.
Okay.
Cute.
So she takes anything she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended. Hey, Rena. You know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute?
Yeah, cute. I want it.
Okay. The US should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. Oh, don't worry, they would. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. What about the Eiffel Tower? The Taj Mahal, Burj Khalifa? Those aren't statues, but whatever.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Rika-chan had returned. The Lincoln Memorial. Okay. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you do something?
How rude! Rika isn't a hoodlum like Keiichi-san.
Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee.
Oh yeah, I forgot the festival, huh? A festival? The school cultural festival or something? Kei-chan, Kei-chan, I already told you. It's the village festival. The Watanagashi. The what? Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So what's this Watanagashi thing about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? I guess the last part where you set things adrift in a river is similar.
Except we use cotton things, like old worn-out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service.
The people living in Hinamizawa dumped their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? Sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them and sprinkle a little salt? Oh man, I could smell it already.
That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi-san's imaginative capabilities would actually be.
What? How could you tell I was thinking something silly?
It was written all over your face.
I totally wasn't about to say that, Rika. Take the words out of my mouth, why don't ya? What sort of face could have expressed what I'd imagined just now? Rena demonstrated for me. And I say no argument here. It's nothing fun like that, you see. But you should still look forward to it.
Let's all go together. I'll come get you that day.
I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. You won't get bored. We're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition. The Watanagashi 4 Demon Firefight. That sounds awful. What kind of name is that?
I think it's a cute name, though.
I tried to object sharply, but since Rena looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it.
Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons.
Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So, how does this funky-sounding club activity tie into the festival?
Oh, this is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities.
Exactly. We show the full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have obtained through our daily trials and tribulations. Okay.
But last year, the mayor got angry. So we need to make sure not to cause any problems this time. So basically, we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls.
Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things so they make sense. Yeah, it's like she's the most mature of the whole group. I see. So we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Rena was right. Of course, that would be a reason for the mayor to get angry.
But it's lots of fun.
That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near. Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections?
Nay!
Our voices rang out in unison. When there's lots of people, card games really are the easiest to play. This really is the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again? We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing.
I wonder if that really is the case. I will have to inspect them.
Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone check the cards.
Yes, these seem to be fine.
Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people. That's, Tycoon, right? That's another name for it? Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins, yeah. The basic rules: play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. In my hometown, we called it Millionaire. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes? No jokers. 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with a 4 of a kind, not 3.
Also, you know how the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that.
While I was confirming the familiar rules, Satsuko looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look like more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's President, and it's with a new deck. Today, I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now, but that wasn't everything, was it?
So, what shall today's penalty be?
About that, why don't we all write something on... Why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one? Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting.
No! I'll write a nasty one and have Keiichi-san draw it.
It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself.
Just don't lose.
Don't you know best? No!
Mion handed out several slips of paper to everybody. Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. Then I'll write on my piece of paper, dig your own grave.
No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down.
Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt.
That's so sneaky, Mion-san! She wrote no penalty and the corner of the slip is folded.
I see. Just in case you lost, just grab the note with the folded corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out. It's like Rika knew this would happen or something.
Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay?
Nobody agreed to Rena's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Rena. Just don't lose.
Yeah, that's true.
Just don't be poor, forehead.
Okay, I'll try hard so everyone has to pick the penalty I write.
Rena was quite brutal even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either.
I agree with that. I'm very curious what Rena's penalty is in particular.
Everybody's penalties are scary.
I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like. Absolutely fucking brutal, probably. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. How do you pronounce that? Determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika-chan and Satsuko played their cards without hesitation. Rena and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Rena genuinely couldn't make up her mind. But I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Huh? Will this work? Then I'll play this 3, and I'm out!
9! Nobody? 8? 7? I'm out!
5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard this last one and I'm out.
Ugh, I missed my chance. The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Today, I could win!
Now then. Mi-chan, pull out one of the slips, okay?
Mion, accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked.
What is it? What is it? Huh?
Rena was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pet the principal on the head. What? Hey, wait, how is this bad?
Keiichi-san, do you not understand? The principal is ashamed of his thinning hair.
Oh. Satsuko yelled with a serious look on her face, but she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be?
The principal is a martial arts master.
He boasts about traveling around the world perfecting his skills when he was younger.
He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of education in Japan after the war.
He was inhuman. Pet that guy's head? As the club president, there is no way I can set a bad example by refusing. Phew. Hoo-yah! She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss?
Probably impossible. They say you used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence.
I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. Then she never came back, she died. Kerpow! A rumble shook the classroom.
The principal's special launcher move just started.
Oh. Zahing kaboom! Following the launcher with a jab, jab, strong, fierce combo. He's even using the meter. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Nothing I could do now except stay calm. Understood now why there were no delinquents at the school. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us. Petted. Is that good enough? Mion said before collapsing.
She's alive at least. Now we can continue the game.
Monster. I was amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that.
But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? Right?
Rena tried to lighten the mood and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now. I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense. Let's play a cutthroat game. Ace, 3, 4, 5. I'm out.
I'm out as well.
I'm out too.
3, I am out now.
Eek, I lost.
And the heavens chose to vanquish Rena.
What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder?
It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid? Oh.
Huh? What is this? This one, what do I need to do?
So basically, it means that you have to use the same expressions as a maid?
Okay, master.
It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome. Then, Rena, can you shuffle the cards and deal?
Yes, master.
I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Rena?
Yes, master.
The eagerness to which I was goading Rena into addressing me as master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah! I won't lose anymore. I'm out.
I shan't lose either.
I'm out.
And with that, I'm out too.
I can't believe it! Is it Rena's loss again?
Rena again? What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No, this was conviction. Remove one item of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. Alright. That's just indecent! Who could have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Nah, who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize. You did.
That would be an ignoble prize.
Not good, not good. What I was thinking about was written on my face.
Me-chan?
Rena begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already. Nope, nope, won't go easy on you. You also take it like a man.
Understood, Master. I'll undress.
What? I looked around thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustling of clothing. The sound of her skirt hitting the ground sent my heart racing.
Is this fine, Master?
I looked away like a gentleman. With these club activities, you needed to be ruthless after all. Oh, okay.
Keiichi-san, whatever were you expecting? Certainly we would not have her strip if she weren't wearing her PE clothes underneath.
Satsuko poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it. Not bad, Kei-chan. This old man never even thought you would go after her like that. You've got it wrong. I didn't write that one.
Master didn't write this one?
Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. Alright, dude. Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall for her trap after knowing it's a trap. Clear your head. Calm down and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this. And the answer was quite simple. I win! I then became a god. Oh? Did ya? I, who had already entered the domain of godhood, what would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like nobody's business.
Eek? How can my luck of the draw be so bad?
Satsuko lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister.
Nugg.
I mean, that's technically appropriate.
Fine, Oni-chan.
No, I clicked off screen. Yes! The pleasure of making this brat disgrace herself. Ugh. This old man loses again. Mion's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girls' school swimsuit. No! That's the one I wanted Kei-chan to get. Yes! Mion's despair was like sweet honey.
Master, I lost again.
Rena lost? I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap.
In this outfit, Master?
Yeah! She's not wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs. Keiichi, what the fuck? Rika hasn't lost at all, though. It's...
Eek! Oni-chan, you're too good.
Are you outright saying sniffle? Satsuko lost again? I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about I have you give me a shoulder massage?
Fine, Oni-chan.
Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails. I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. And Rika's just in the corner like, this is fucked up. It felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind and even decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Rena, who was now a bloomer-clad maid. Satsuko was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit.
Today is Master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Neek, please refrain from moving your head around so much.
I began to think, why does a man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams?
What is it, Keiichi?
I'm saddened by the thought of a man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last.
Keiichi is quite greedy. It's said you should know when enough is enough.
I know that very well, but how to say it? I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died now.
Neek! Master, please refrain from moving your head around. Neek! You say you wouldn't mind dying. Then that can be arranged.
Oh. Rika-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war. Go, Rika-chan, go! Take him out!
Defeat this archdevil of perversion!
Utter bastard of lust.
I might not be able to win, but I'll beat him.
Such stoicism from this little girl who's always hidden away in Satoko's shadow. It would probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but I pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Keiichi-sama with just that?
2. Ace, ace, ace. 8, 8, 8, 8. Reversal.
Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. The four of them have allied against me? That's it? You're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal!
What? How could such a thing be?
Satoko let out a shriek. You simpletons! Using up all of her cards before calling the reversal left Rika-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after.
I lost.
Finally, you fall into my clutches. Now I'll pick one out. Wear cat ears, a bell collar, and a tail. Even the penalties were as I wished. Okay. Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Oh, this was so... Okay, dude. I felt like I had become Rena. This was definitely cute.
Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? I want to take her home.
This wasn't me talking, that was the actual Rena.
Meep.
As Rika-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed, rings of smoke escaped from Rena's ears with an audible poof.
Rika-chan, must take home. Taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange.
I see. I still have one trick left. Mion gasped and dropped her fist into her open palm.
If Rena must, she can take me home.
After Rena-san beats Keiichi-san, she can!
They thought that Rena in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. I'd teach them their place. How preposterous! That Rena can't defeat me. For just a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Rena's hands like the machinations of a master magician. In the middle of those flowing cards was Rena's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around.
Shall we, Keiichi-kun? Hurry, hurry!
My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. Poor Keiichi. Time to get fucking beaned. No play? Nothing to play, Kei-chan? Then with this, I'm out! Everyone cheered. I was spent. Phew. I've got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream a little.
Now then, I'll take one out. Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it!
Everybody peeked at it in unison, gazes flicking between the text and my face. All day today I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there? All. Huh? Oh. Every penalty up until now. What the heck? Nope. Get fucked. Get fucked, Keiichi.
Keiichi-san, should you not be speaking like a little brother?
Ugh, yes, One-chan. Ah!
Oh, this is quite addicting. Next I'll have you rub my shoulders.
Keiichi-kun, I don't need the lap pillow, so do that other one, okay?
Yes, master.
Keiichi-kun, that's so cute. Say it again, say it again.
Please spare me, master. Rena passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat. Next is from this old man. I'm going to have you fan me for a good long while, you know? Foosh, foosh. Oh, almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit. Huh? This is for girls? Can I wear the one for boys?
It was clearly written here, wear a girl's school swimsuit, as you can see.
Sataka was like a loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable if I did say so myself. But whose school swimsuit am I going to wear? If I were wearing one of yours, you wouldn't like it, right? No, this old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all. Think of it as a little benefit. I'm not that in shape, so I think even Kei-chan can fit into it. The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! And then Keiichi died of shock that day. My first thought, it's tight around the waist. Second thought, the chest area was pretty loose. The third thought, the crotch area was... Nah.
Keiichi-kun is bending forward. Cute, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat ears, bow, and tail.
Kei-chan, wanna look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. It's probably best if you look. The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very scary. I would like to respectfully decline, master.
Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home dressed like that.
Then, is this enough? I'll change and... While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders and Rika-chan swept up behind me without a sound.
Not yet, Keiichi. There's still the first penalty left.
In this getup? Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. Oh, right, the principal. Uh-oh. Sir, excuse me! Yes, please come in. I stepped forwards into the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in his office, though I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and for it to be a young male student, without a doubt any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming this is human. Meaning that he could not comprehend what was in front of him. Wait, if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty? Rubbing the principal's head. Principal! I challenge you! A zahing sound echoed loudly. He went straight for the special move? The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat, boof! Ah, poor Keiichi. He's died again. That tremor resounded throughout the Hinamizawa twilight. Okay, I get it, but that's hard to pronounce. Poor Keiichi. He's fucking dead. Arc over. Tips? No tips? Okay, no tips. I guess I'll continue. Rena was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home. Man, that was intense! I didn't know Kei-chan was so good at President. No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die. Which ain't far from now. But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too. Well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. No, we meet again, Keiichi-kun. It was Tomitake-san. It felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. So... Tomitake-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. You sure get around. Today you already have a different girl? It's not like that! No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience when you're young. Because Tomitake-san let out such a crude laugh, Mio knew what we were talking about even without even hearing his whispering. I've heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitake isn't doing so badly himself, Huh? No, that wasn't my intention. Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya! Mio seemed to really want to get rid of this flout quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mio knew Tomitake-san quite well. How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until the Watanagashi? Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some big award and become famous. You spent all your best years on photography after all. I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s? What does it matter what you taste like? That's so gross. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets dark. Tomitake-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitake-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi. The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. Yeah, no kidding. Dun 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 dun. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So you know Tomitake-san. Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. Sound like you meet him all the time. Tomitake-san comes around to Hinamizawa regularly. Maybe 2-3 times a year. He says he's taking pictures of all the seasonal scenery and wild birds, but, well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about. The image Mion painted of Tomitake-san was fairly unique. The Tomitake-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that? It just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Like about that incident, the dismemberment. Oh, you two? If so, you've got good instincts, Kei-chan. She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion? Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man. Mion was posturing pretentiously, but had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. Felt like all apprehensions I had about Tomitake-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk. What is it, Kei-chan? It's just that I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Kei-chan? We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Rena is doing, but she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now. She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. Be great if she's able to take her home. I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. That head petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan after all. Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. That was a fucking real short chapter. Wow, I'm glad I continued. That was literally like 5 minutes. Okay. Well, that's fine. Oh, new tip. Awesome. Community notice. Guess I'm gonna be pulled over to an hour anyways. Nice. Oh, achievement unlocked, a fate worse than death. Okay, sure. View new tips. Here we go. Community notice. What's this mean? Seems like it's probably just gonna be text. No conversation. We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. 1. Collecting bazaar goods. Villagers are welcome to put their wares on show at the well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition. Anything is welcome, from unconsumed gifts to used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management, Makino. Telephone, XX. Okay. 2. Recruiting Lil Festival drum dancers. The renowned Lil Festival drum dancers group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society, is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any Showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management, Kimiyoshi. Telephone, XX. 3. Taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be rewarded a refreshment stand ticket. Management, Sonozaki. Telephone, X. We are always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival. If you have an interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at X. There is a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. Okay, so that was like an ad for the festival or something? Neat. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna click continue, but then I'm gonna just save when it pops up. So, yeah. Alright. Boop-a-doop-a-doo, save and load. Alright, cool. This doesn't close the game, does it? Okay, cool. Well, I suppose that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. There's a lot more fucking happy-go-lucky stuff than I really expected there to be. I was told that the anime skipped over a lot of it, but I didn't expect there to be literally so much. We're 4 episodes in, and it's been 95% happy-go-lucky stuff, 3% regular conversations, and then 2% creepy shit. But, I don't know. Eventually it'll do a complete tonal shift. I'm not sure how long it'll take, though. Umineko, I think, took, like, no one died for, like, 8 hours of gameplay time or something like that. So, yeah, but Higurashi follows a completely different formula as far as character deaths go. I know that for sure. There's no pattern to it. Well, there kinda is, but at the same time, there's not. So, yeah, but either way, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button, and if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!